Hi guys, welcome back. Well, today's Get Ready With Me video was actually requested from my June favorites. Definitely the eye look is what you guys requested. Been wearing the same thing, so I thought I would just show it here. So I'm gonna start off priming my face, and I'm using a new product. This is the Olay Regenerist. This is the Wrinkle and Pore Vanisher. This is what the box looks like. This is what the tube looks like. And basically it minimizes the look of pores, wrinkles, and fine lines. So now we're gonna go on with foundation. I mentioned this in my recent July favorites. So always go back to the trusty CoverGirl. This is the Outlast Stay Fabulous. Great for this time of year. I always love this foundation tube and the really good coverage. It's still slightly light for me, even though I did pick up a new bottle not long ago. I think I mentioned I needed a new one from my winter shade, but it ends up working, you know, with some bronzer and stuff. Oh, so I think last time I did a Get Ready With Me, we were talking about the comforter. I did end up getting a new down comforter. It's actually a down alternative comforter. It's a Ralph Lauren, and I just stumbled upon it at TJ Maxx. So we've had that now for quite a while. I think I ended up getting it like right after I did that video, I think. So far we really like it. So now I'm gonna move on to concealing my under eyes. Sometimes I use it on my face too. It just depends what's going on with it. So my areas, you know, are always the kind of right in the corners. This is pretty much the same, you know, concealing routine I've had for quite a while. Sometimes I'll actually use corrector first. It just really depends on, you know, how precise I want to get with my look and, you know, what I'm doing that day or whatever. Sometimes it just comes down to being lazy, so I just don't mess with the extra step. But if you have a lot of darkness under your eyes, I definitely recommend correcting it first, because then your concealer doesn't have to do as much work, and that's what the correctors are for, to actually, you know, color correct. I usually don't powder when I use that foundation, or very minimally. Today I'm gonna skip it and just go right into the bronzer. This is the IT Cosmetics CC bronzer. And again, I just kind of do it around my neck where it might look slightly uneven. I think it always looks a little more uneven in person than on here, thankfully. Kind of, you know, around the base. Never hurts to have your chin looking smaller than it is. And then just, you know, bronze up kind of as normal. So I did my brows off camera because that's tedious and it takes a while, and you guys have seen that before. As I mentioned in my July favorites, I'm all about the makeup that stays put this time of year. And as I'd mentioned in one of my other videos, my husband and I have been out car shopping a lot, and of course it's hot and you're staying out there, you know, in a car lot, which just even seems hotter because of the blacktop. So I've been all about makeup that I don't have to fuss with, that's not looking crazy after a little while. So I've really been enjoying these products that I'm using here, and like I said, the ones I talked about in my July favorites. I hadn't been using this long enough to add it, so I didn't want to jump the gun, but I do really like this. And like I said, I really love the color. So if you guys like charcoal liners, this is really a good one. I'm just gonna tightline with it. And then I always use, you know, some kind of shadow stick on the bottom. I just like it. It's like a nice softer line. I wear this a lot just on its own. Like with just mascara, I won't even put liner everywhere. I'll just put this in some mascara, and I really like it. It's not too harsh. So again, going into the eyes now, this is Stila Kitten. Love it. It's one of my all-time favorites. You just can't go wrong. I usually just sweep it all over the lid. You could totally just use this if you want, and some liner, and that's like a great summer look. I've done that before. I've done variations of this look all together. Really just didn't tap off the brush, and I got kitten eyeshadow all under this eye, so I'm gonna have to fix that. So be careful because there may be fallout with this one because it is a very velvety shadow. And I always add it into my inner corner. Of course, this one I don't have to since it already fell down. But I'm adding it to this one. A really pretty taupe, kind of leans more a little bit on the slight purple side of taupe. I really like the kitten plus this color together. So sometimes I'll just use these two and it, you know, makes a really pretty look as well. If you don't like this much shimmer, you could skip this one and use the next one I'm gonna show you, which is a matte. So I know a lot of us are watching Big Brother right now. Who are you guys rooting for? Mine, I feel like changes kind of all the time. This is that shadow I'd mentioned before. It's like a really nice matte brown, but it almost has like a hint of purple undertone to it. So really like this, it's very pretty. Again, I just kind of stamp that in my outer corner. And then I flip the brush over. So this is a MAC 239. I stamp it with the flat side and then just flip it over so it's kind of angled. So that's maybe a tip if any of you have trouble with your outer V kind of area or just crease color. A brush like this kind of helps that. So I just kind of place it right at the corner of my eye and then just sweep it up. Then I just blend it out. I had mentioned in that other video, I just basically touch the brush and blend in because I don't want anything coming out this way. So I always blend in or up, if that makes sense. Lashes. Using the CoverGirl Lash Blast, again, I mentioned this in my July favorites. It's just a go-to this time of year because it just works. I don't have to fuss with it. I know it's gonna stay put. Gives me really good volume. If you wanted to make this a more daytime look, you could totally skip the liner on the top lash, which is what I do a lot of times. That's what I did in my previous video. I didn't even wear liner up there. Like you could just do one shade and, you know, some mascara. You know, you could just make this whatever you want. This was just kind of a go-to for me in all kind of variations, you know, for the last couple of months. Okay, so we're gonna finish up with lips. I'm using just a nude lip liner. This is a really pretty pink color, you can see. Oops, this is the lighting. There we go. So that is the finished look. Let me know if you guys try it. As always, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it, and we'll see you next time. Bye.